Whispers in the Ringfort, A Father's Journey by Anthony Francis. In the dim light of dawn, Big John, a sturdy man of 40, with weathered hands and a heavy heart, walked quietly through the wooden door of their humble cottage. His wife Maeve, a woman, strong in spirit but now broken by grief, watched through the window as he approached, a small handmade box cradled in his arms. The sun had not yet cast its first rays over the rolling hills, but the path to Lishin Teague was familiar to John. He had walked it many times during the day, his steps measured and his gaze sombre. This morning was different. The weight of the small box he carried, containing his precious baby girl Aoife, made every step a struggle against the heavy burden of sorrow. Maeve's tears mirrored the dew-kissed grass outside as she witnessed her husband's lone journey. The townsfolk believed in the sanctity of daylight for their daily chores, but the burial of unbaptised children was a clandestine affair, a secret procession under the cover of night, veiled in shadows, to avoid the prying eyes of the community and the disapproval of the church. John, usually a pillar of strength, felt the weight of tradition pressing on his broad shoulders. The local carpenter had crafted a small box with care, its wooden edges smoothened by calloused hands. It was an offering of love, a vessel for Aoife's final resting place in the Ringfort of Lishin Teague. The dear walkway through the woods, worn smooth by countless silent pilgrimages, curved and wound its way towards the ancient burial ground. John moved like a shadow, his footsteps muffled by the falling leaves, and the moonlight night kept his journey cloaked in secrecy. As he reached Lishin Teague, the Ringfort stood solemn and timeless. The air was thick with a sense of ancient sorrow. As John placed the small box into the soft earth, his whispered prayers were a fragile offering against the backdrop of the night. Back at the cottage, Maeve waited in the flickering candlelight, each passing minute echoing the void left by Aoife's absence. The morning light revealed John's wearied face, etched with grief. As he returned through the door, the weight of the clandestine journey was etched on the lines of his forehead. Their eyes met, and in that silent exchange, the unspoken burden of not being able to give their daughter a Christian burial lingered like an unhealed wound. Life in the small town of Ballygar, where tradition and the church held sway, felt forever altered. As the sun rose over the horizon, casting a golden glow over the landscape, Maeve and John clung to each other, finding solace in shared sorrow. The dear walkway through the woods held the echoes of their quiet grief, and Lishin Teague and its ancient secrets bore witness to the love that transcends through the constraints of tradition and time.